Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going to be showcasing a deck from the streamer event again, so thank you very much to Wizards of the Coast for allowing me to make the content from the early access streamer-sponsored event. Greatly appreciate it. The deck we're going to be playing today is going to be the green-white Bogles list, which is actually one that I wasn't sure if it was going to do pretty well, but actually posted a pretty decent result in the end. So this is the list that we actually ended up running in the end. It's got some notable cards. For those who don't know what Bogles is, it's essentially a deck where you find a creature like Paradise Druid, which has hexproof as long as it's untapped, and then you try to shove as many enchantment auras onto it as possible. So we've got things like Sentinel's Eyes. Shadow Spear is one of the big ones because it gives +1/+1 trample and lifelink. Sentinel's Eyes is the best one for Paradise Druid because it gives vigilance. So Paradise Druid having hexproof as long as it's untapped with Sentinel's Eyes means that it actually never taps. So this effectively on Paradise Druid says +1/+1 vigilance and permanent hexproof. We also have All the Glitters, which is the powerhouse, the finisher, essentially, of the deck. The enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. We've even got at the end as well, which I ended up not loving too much, although it did win us a fair few games. It's a long-term investment, we'll call it. Hydra's Growth, 3 mana for an enchantment aura. When you enchant a creature, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. So eventually our creature will be very, very difficult to deal with. And you got to imagine as well that we're going to have trample with whatever creature's got Hydra's Growth on, because we have the Shadow Spear, which gives trample. And we also have 3 copies of Citizen Training here as well, which draws us a card, gives +1/+0 and trample. So all of those counters are really going to matter, and it's going to be hard for our opponent to deal with us. The problem with standard Bogles at the moment is that not many creatures, in fact, Paradise Druid's really the only one of note that actually has hexproof, which means that it's not targetable. We have to play around that a little bit with some tech, essentially. So we've got Karamitra's Blessing, which is a 1 white mana spell. Target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. However, if it is enchanted or an enchantment creature, so we're going to be enchanting our creature, obviously, then it also gains hexproof and indestructible, which means it has protection from being targeted and also has protection from board wipes. So that's 2 of the ways that our opponent can get rid of our creature. The only one that's left over is Sacrifice. If our opponent plays something like a Plague Crafter or Liliana's whatever it's called, that makes you sack a creature, that's when we'll lose our Paradise Druid. So other than that, though, it's very hard to interact. The 2 cards that you want to see, or the 2 card combos anyway that you want to see here, are going to be Paradise Druid and Sentinel's Eyes, as I mentioned, so that you can give this permanently hexproof. From there, you can stick literally any enchantment on it. But for the creatures that don't have hexproof, you want to either have Bronze-Hide Lion, Favored of Erois, or Citizen Champion, and you want to have a Karamitra's Blessing in your hand, or an Alseid of Life's Bounty. I have no idea how to pronounce that first word. I'm going to call it Alseid, because reasons. The Life's Bounty gives protection from the colour of your choice, but you have to pay the 1, and obviously your opponent can interact with this. It's very annoying all the same. And then Karamitra's Blessing is kind of like the God's Willing of the Enchantress style thing. You can run God's Willing over one of these 2 if you really want to, but I found that Alseid being an enchantment helping buff the All That Glitters was actually really useful. It's also an extra creature that you can attach to, have your auras attached to, so you could probably put it in this pile as well, as long as you've got a Blessing. So you either want Paradise Druid and Vigilance, or you want Blessing and one of these. The thing is that if you don't have the Vigilance on Paradise Druid, you can just start growing it all the same, and as long as you find something like Shadow Spear to give you lifelink, then you have the best blocker in the game, and your opponent's attacks really just tend not to matter, especially when you're doubling your counters on it every single turn, which is pretty sweet. We also have Season of Growth as our card advantage engine. 2 mana for an enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you scry. We have a very low creature count in this deck, so you want to maintain a creature count, at least 1 spare in hand at all times if you can. So scrying is either going to get you your spare creature, or it's going to be digging for your Blessing / any aura that you might want to attach. It depends on what stage you are in the game. Use your discretion based on your hand and what you're playing against, essentially. Also says whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, you get to draw a card. So every single one of our enchantments, our auras, and our protection spells all draw a card with Season of Growth out. The reason why we're running 3 of them is because we're also running Citizen Champion, which does a similar thing. But again, it counts as a creature that you can attach auras to, so it's like an honorary Boggle, but also an honorary Season of Growth. 3 mana 1/3, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you put a counter on the champion, and then you draw a card. So you can put all of your stuff on the champion. I would advise primarily focusing on the Paradise Druid if you have it available, because this is the one that's going to be the most hard to deal with over a long period of time. As long as you've got like 1 protection spell, you can dodge 1 removal spell, but this one dodges removal for the entire game, so this is going to be your primary focus. But other than that, we got Favored of Erois, which whenever an enchantment enters, it gets double strike, which is really good if you've got Trample, and All That Glitters, things like that. Bronze-Hide Lion is a 2 mana 3/3, so really nicely statted. Also has the Paradise Druid-esque effect as well. You can count this in the same power level, I guess, because it's got the green-white there, which allows Bronze-Hide Lion to keep being indestructible until the end of the turn. You don't ever want to lower your shields on this one, so if you have a Karametra's Blessing or a Bronze-Eyed Lion activation available, you should absolutely use them unless, of course, you got your Paradise Druid. So you are going to have to be a little bit inefficient at times with your auras, but just keep in mind if you go all in on one of these creatures, you do risk losing said creature, so you got to be careful about that. But yeah, that's essentially the deck. I do have a budget variation on this list as well, because I did get asked if there were a budget deck for the new set, so we're going to showcase that one very briefly and show some of the little changes that I made. I think actually this one might be ever so slightly improved, minus the obvious cut of a few rares. So instead of Fable Passage in the mana base, we got Blossoming Sands, which allows us to gain life. And just fixes our mana that way. We have a low land count, which is even lower with the Fabled Passages, which I think is very good for when you're drawing cards. We've gone down the double striking creature and instead gone up a Citizen Champion here and a Season of Growth, hoping to do more card advantage and then focus on our creatures. So our creatures are still the same one. We've got the Life's Bounty as well as the protection. So we've actually got 8 blessing effects, as it were. And the Citizen Champion's also one of our primary targets. And then we're also adding in Warbriar Blessing as well, which allows you to fight a creature you don't control and give +0/+2. So it's going to allow you to buy a lot more time. I think this one is a lot more dirtly as a budget deck, but it is a lot more cheaper. We've only got the Citizen Champions, the Shadow Spears, and the Temple Gardens. Technically, the Temple Gardens are not necessary, but I think if you cut into the mana base too much, you're going to get yourself mana screwed really easily. So keep that in mind, I guess. You could maybe go more budget and go for basics, but then you'd have to do something like Gilded Goose in its place, just for the mana fixing, I think. So this has got 12 rares in it in total, so it's nice and cheap. The rest are going to be uncommons and commons. Vast majority of them are from Theros Beyond Death as well, so you only really have to open packs from one set. The exceptions are Temple Garden and All the Glitters from Throne of Eldraine and Season of Growth from M20. All of these are uncommons as well, so really the only one that's hard to get from non-Theros sets is going to be your Temple Gardens. I do highly recommend, if you are on a budget, focusing on your mana base. It's the primary thing that goes into every single one of your decks, so if you are a brewer of deck lists, then you want to have a good mana base before you start building a good deck, because without a good mana base, every deck you build is just going to fall flat on its face. So there's something you want to focus on. It's the shocks and the occasional Scryland. Again, with the Blossoming Sands, if you do have like the Scrylands, you can swap them out there as well. We've got the green-white one now, the Temple of Plenty. So yeah, that's about it, really. Let's go showcase some of the gameplay from the previous deck, the non-budget variant. If you do enjoy the content, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And other than that, let's do some gameplay. Hope you enjoy. Hello, J. Cole. No Mirror Shield? Nah. Don't need Mirror Shield. You'd be good. Got about an hour, but I should be back later depending on how long you go. Sweet! Yeah, the lion is pretty cool. It also, when it dies, turns into an aura. Oh yeah, so stream Untapped.gg is not going to do me much good because these are the only cards in my deck that aren't from Theros. So let's just close that, shall we? Oh god, it's Huey. All right, we're keeping this. So we're up against Proto Boy. Temple Garden tapped. What dex was this? Selesnya Auras? Yes. Yes, it is. Alright, back to chat. Hello, Umradan. TFK, new pet, hello. Green Lightning. Just finished a recording session so I can hang for a while. Did you just start? Yes, literally. Okay, so Gruul. Seem to remember last time I played against Huey, he was playing Gruul as well. I think we're just going to go Paradise Druid. Bit laggy at the moment. Another Destiny Spinner. Okay. Okay, so let's get Season of Growth down and stick Sentinel Eyes on Paradise Druid. Draw a card. And now it has Vigilance, which means it never loses Hexproof. So now let's just make this huge massive. It shouldn't be too difficult. We got +1/+0 and Trample, and then +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. I think we should have this one in the bag. We need to find the old Sword Arena, the spear, actually. Could do with some lifelink. Voracious Hydra. Alright, gonna double it up. Hydra's Growth. Alright, so we're gonna go with all the glitters, just see if we can get another land, which means we can then all the glitters again. Yeah. Sentinel's Eyes it is. There we go. It's an 8/7. So what is Escape as a new mechanic? Escape basically means you can cast it from your graveyard by performing the task, which is, in this case, for Sentinel's Eyes, 1 white and exile 2 cards from your graveyard. Citizen Champion. Alright, so we're going to go with Citizen Training, give it Trample. Draw cards. Then we're going to go all the glitters. Oh, this is just going wonderfully. And then we're going to go grab a white source. If it +3/+3. Attack you for 20. Vigilance, Hexproof, Trample. In we go. Are we in Modern now? Hell yeah. Alright, they're at 3. 2018 on turn 4. Hell yes. Better buy that Hideous Dragon. Oh, I could actually, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to buy the Hideous Dragon. Oh my god. So I think we got him. We didn't get the lifelink. We do have 4 spears in here, which give Trample and lifelink, which would have been nice to see. That's probably going to be the stickler of this deck is not gaining lifelink. I'm pretty sure. Alright, ramping out. What we ramp into. Voracious Hydra. Nice. Okay. So, let's do Season of Growth, get +2/+2 on Paradise Druid. Hydra's Growth, draw 2 cards. Says in Training. Alright, that'll do, pig. Send it. Season Growth's now amazing. Yep, there we go. -22. Alright. Good showing for the deck so far. Not bad. GG, Huey. GG. Alright. Yeah, let me go to that. That's my dragon. Oh my goodness. Hang on a second.
Riot or I ban you all.
Alright, let me just get the old... There we go. Get that boy applied. There we go. We've done it. Oh my goodness. Battlecry with a Twitch Prime subscription. Can we get some squee hype for the day for our resubscribers as well? Thank you very much, guys. I'm glad to have you all here. Oh, we're doing riot spam. We can do riot spam and we can do squee spam. Can we have a squee riot? How about that? Are there any other hideous cosmetics? See, Maris, you're asking the right questions. And I like these questions. Ooh, Lady Lavinia's. Alright. Love it. Absolutely love this hand. It doesn't draw cards, but it does disgusting things, so we're going to take it. Alright, 2 good starts for this deck. I need to get rid of this thing. It's clearly crashed. I'm going to have to, like, control delete it away, I think. Spams with my heart because not a sub. Well, there are some squee bucks, C-Mares, and unless you've been spending them in a silly fashion, then you can actually redeem your squee bucks for a squee hype emote. This is a thing. Oh, we're going to be blinging, of course. Basically got unlimited cash. Alright. We'll say hello. Oops. Nearly said good game. That would have been severe BM. I use my squee bucks wisely. This is true. Alright, so let's get down Shadow Spear. So we're going to equip that to give +1/+1, Trample, and Lifelink. Shadow Spear looks insane. Yeah, I was looking for lifelinking enchantments, but none of them were really that good. So this ended up being the main one. So we got 4 copies of this, so we are going to legendary rule it, but that shouldn't really matter too much, I wouldn't say. Just having 1 is super important for this deck, though, I'd say. Alright. Paradise Druid, go. We could go Favored of Erois next turn and then stick Sentinel's Eyes on it. It's a thing. But I think relying on the Paradise Druid's probably what we want to do, since it's got the hexproofs. Ooh, Clothis. Oh, Clothis. One or the other. Oh my goodness. Hang about. Some maddening's happening. Let me get Sentinel's Eyes on Paradise Druid. And we could go... Yeah, I think we just want to all the glitters. We want to get the damage going quickly. Let's do this. Boom. Shadow Spear actually technically allows us to remove the indestructible from Clothis as well. So we could, in theory, interact with it. 9 months, we need a name? I do not know. I do not know. Let's go with... Carlos. I've heard that name's quite popular. Our son shall be called Carlos. That's a Perforos. Nice. Nice. We're godding it up. Okay. Let's go Citizen Training. Another Citizen Training. Alright, we'll get the Sentinel's Eyes on there. Another +1/+1. It's actually +2/+2 with all the glitters. I think we're just gonna make quick work of this game again. Ooh, what's up with that graveyard? You seen that? That's cool. I just noticed that. I guess that's Clothis doing its thing. Show up and take it. Damn. Carlos Mieres. Yeah, it's a name. Oh dear. My turn. Good game. Alright. 2-0. He's only a newborn. Alright, let's have a look for some disgusting sleeves. I don't think there really are any, like, really awful sleeves. I think that's basically reserved for the pets. Let's have a look at sleeves. I mean, we could go Anime Liliana, and then there's... Yeah, there's really just these ones. And I mean, I don't really like them. I don't like the fact that my cards are wearing clothing and things like that. I guess this one looks like it's made of flesh. Yeah, I don't know. It's not quite the sleeves. No pony sleeves? No, they were only available for the old Extra Life. So they got taken down. Been here 5 minutes and Theros already looks bonkers. I mean, it's just Bogles. Bogles 2-0, yeah. Okay, let's have a look-see. Yeah, this looks fine. It doesn't have our Paradise Druid, which has been carrying us like crazy, but got Bronze-Hide Lions and whatnot. Alright, let's go get... I think the White Sauce is the ideal one. I thought this was a god account. It's been a weird day for the early access stream. Ooh, Karamitra's Blessing. Alright, so let's get down Bronze-Hide Lion. Which, if we get to untap with it, is an instructable Bronze-Hide Lion. I'd love a land. That's our ideal draw. I mean... let's get in, shall we? Three toughness is still hard to get rid of in the early game. Spellbreaker. Alright. So we do have to worry about, I guess, Domri's Ambush and not drawing lands. That's the big worry. Alright. Let's get you equipped and just hope for the best. I think we're going to get Domri's ambushed and lose, though. I think we might scoop to that. Yeah. Alright. Lands! Thank Christ. Let's go with... Paradise Druid, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna do it. I don't even know what we could get at this point. Another Spellbreaker. Yeah, alright. We're done. We out, boys. Slow start from us. I shouldn't have kept that hand, I guess. Chat's gone crazy. Oh, hello. You still there, chat? Because Steam just went down. Bogles 2-1. When was chat saying? I don't know. Before they met me, probably. Chat is dead. Oh no. You can hear me though, can't you? Confirm you can hear me. Mid. I just don't know what you're on about. Yeah, the stream's fine. Okay. Thank Christ. His name's Top now. Sweet. Oh, let me do the old task manager arena and get rid of untap.gg. It has 4 tasks open at the moment. Let's get rid of those, shall we? There we go. Okay. It should be gone now. This hand is a sneaper. Chat, drink this. Don't do it, it's a trap. Petition to change the channel name. Well. Hello, opponent. I mean, we could. Don't know if I'd necessarily accept it as a good thing, but you never know, right? You just never know. Alright, so let's start souping up our Paradise Druid. Or maybe we'll just go in for a... Ooh. Maybe we'll just wait. And we'll just go Season of Growth. There we go. Hydra growth seems a little bit slow, not gonna lie. I might like swap it out for some actual interaction. Super Top Lad sounds like a LOL streamer. I like it. Alright. Ooh, Naya. Where we Naya-ing? So we're gonna Hydra's Growth Paradise Druid, right, chat? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start doubling counters on this bad boy. Screw Vigilance and all that. Alright, white sauce, please. Naya Giant's hype. Hell yeah. Somebody's finally realized how amazing it is. Alright. How about a Hydra Elf? Awkward colour of mana there, but can live with it. Let's pass the turn. So every upkeep, we double the number of counters. So we're going to go 3 counters on Paradise Druid next. We're also going to be Sentinelizing, drawing 2 cards. Hopefully drawing something dirty as well. Yeah, so do we reckon this is full on Naya Giants? I might need like Bronze-Eyed lying around. If that is the case. Giants versus Elf fight. Hell yeah. Does this not change it to like Hydra creature type? It really should. Should be an Elf Druid Hydra. Tectonic Giant. Whenever it attacks or becomes a target of a spell, do a thing. Okay. Yeah, that giant hand is going to be a problem for sure. I guess we want to start putting things on Bronze-Eyed Lion then. Another Paradise Druid? Nah. Yeah, so let's stick a counter on Bronze-Eyed Lion and... Oh, yeah. Just move around our plan a little bit. So let's pass. I'm going to hold open Indestructibility on Bronze-Eyed Lion. I'm following the other streamer. No sniping, I promise. There's not really too much they could do about our deck, because our deck is very much just a goldfish deck, but by all means, hang around, Korax. I don't mind. It's all for fun at the end of the day, so, you know. We are playing Solitaire. Yes, that is our exact plan. We have no interaction whatsoever with our opponent. What you got, Dash? Domri, Anak of Bogles. Okay. And ticking up. Righto. Banishing Light. Okay. Hexproof from white, please. Boop. Alright. And my turn. So, Hydra does its thing. We go up to a 6/5 there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, Shadow Spear. Equip the Shadow Spear on Bronze-Eyed Lion. Make it a 5/5. And then make it a 6/6. Smoke. Alright. We'll pass. We still need to leave that Indestructibility open for Realmcloak Giant. I mean, even if they have another Banishing Light, we're going to lose Bronze-Eyed Lion, but we can re-equip the Shadow Spear on Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid's going to get 4 more counters. And also, Bronze-Eyed Lion comes back as an aura as well. If it dies, it's not going to die, unfortunately. There's a 6/6. Alright. Which is actually a 7/6. Okay. 10-9. Bronze-hide lion. So let's shift this over, I reckon. Over here. And I guess we could go another bronze-hide lion. No. Okay. In we go. We're going in with the bronze-hide lion, because if they block, I just get it back as an equipment to stick on Paradise Druid. And I get in for that full amount of damage as well. Boop. Alright. And now we can use Sentinel's Eyes to give Vigilance to Paradise Druid later. This is their opportunity to get rid of Paradise Druid. Which would obviously be less than ideal, but we could work with that. This is probably the clunkiest match we've had so far, because I haven't been able to give Vigilance to Paradise Druid. Another Hydra Growth on Paradise Druid. It would be nice. If only we could flash them in. Getting, what was that old Innistrad? Shadows over Innistrad, I think it was. It used to be able to give, like, equipment flash and things like that. Alright, Vigilance. Realm Cloak Gianting. That will not do it. Because we go 8 more counters. Another Shadow Spear. Alright. That one. Good game. Karamitra's Blessing. Hydra's Growth. And let's get in. Does this give protection? It's just hexproof and indestructible, right? Yeah. So let's go in. Good game. Alright. 3-1. Very clunky, though. It's called Leyline of Anticipation. Oh, no, I'm thinking Sigarda's Aid. That's the one. It's finally come to me. It's 1 mana. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield, you automatically equip it. And I think it gives Aura's Flash as well. I'm not quite sure. Since it's based on the counters, yes, they will stack. It'll double and double again. It is pretty dirty. Alright, I'm liking this deck so far. I'm not really seeing too much of a need to change it. But I do think the Hydra's Growth is a little bit win more. That being said, it kind of got us there, that game. Isn't Domri dead? What's he doing on Theros? He's in the underworld, man. He's in the old underworld. Yeah. Corax, thank you very much for the follow. Dragossi, MTG. We got Citizen Champion. We got some protection with Alcid. It's the first time seeing that card. Yeah, we'll keep it. Do we throw out Alcid really quickly? I don't think we do. Hello, opponent. We've got nothing to protect right now anyway, so there's no reason to shock ourselves to get it out, and things like that might happen anyway. Alright. So what's the Theros set equivalent of a Tempsis, and how soon are you going to show us how to win with it? What is the Tempsis equivalent? Oh, we'll get rid of a land here. I guess it's the blue-blue Devotion creature. That's the new alternative win con for the... Ooh, Favored of Erois. We'll get that one out. This one gets double strike when things enter, so we can give it trample with Citizen Training and then double strike it. Just try and protect it with Alcid. Underworld Dreams. We get pinged when we draw a card. Well, that's a problem. Alright. So we are in, like, sketchy territory here for sure. I guess maybe we'll go with Citizen Champion, just so we can start drawing cards. It's basically the equivalent of Season of Growth. It's Gary. Yeah, it is a Grey Merchant deck for sure. I'm going to need that Shadow Spear in this matchup without a doubt. Alright, they can get in. I will allow it. Cauldron Familiar. Alright, so they got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8, 9 on Gary right now. 11 on Gary right now. Okay, this is getting scary. Citizen Champion. Alright, we're going to start having to lose a lot of life here. We need that Shadow Spear, otherwise we are going to lose. Do we put it all on Citizen Champion? Since this guy gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah!
I think we might. Shiromori, thank you very much for the follow. 3-5. Oh, thank Christ for that. Is this when, just when an enchantment enters? Alright, well, we're gonna have to do that anyway. Because I need the Alsaid open. Can I afford to take all this damage? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't really afford to take all this damage. I'm probably just going to get garried to death. Is the thing. We'll leave that back. Is Deckmaster not updated? No. It won't work for the early access events. Alright, so we get pinged. Rippers, yeah. Another Underworld Dreams. Ooh. Losing 2 whenever we draw a card. And Witch's Oven for familiar combo. We have Trample though, so we're going to run through Cauldron Familiar anyway. And we're gaining life off the Shadow Spear. I need a land so I can make both of these plays and still leave open Al-Said. We're going to call it Said. So I have no idea how to pronounce it. Cat Oven. Oh, you'll be seeing a fair amount of Cat Oven. That I have no doubt. Alright. Come on. Okay. That's the land we needed. So, crack this for a Plains. Equip Citizen Champion. Give the champion Trample. Paradise Druid. Lose 2. Sentinel's Eyes. Lose 2. Gonna have to swing. There we go. Get on in. Boom. Has anyone submitted a deck that takes a big dump on the Cat Oven? I've got a deck that does Cat Oven related hate, if that counts. Alright. We got Khan the Great Creator in our black-white control deck, so the Cat Oven doesn't work. Prankle. That'll do it, right? Yeah, because we're gonna lose life off of Prankle and the Underworld Dreams. Okay. Alright. So we can't block it, so you have no flying. They make us draw, which actually makes us lose 3 life on the Underworld Dreams, and we're dead. Oh, discard a card? Okay. Oh, we're dead to Spawn and Mayhem anyway. Oh, that's the beginning of your upkeep. No, we're dead to Calvin. We're dead to a lot of things. Nah, they had it several times over. It doesn't really matter which way they go about doing it. So I don't think I can do anything in response to this. triggers on the stack and I can't gain life in any way whatsoever. Alright. 1 point of damage away from probably winning that. Ugh. What an emotional rollercoaster. Yep. It was like, yeah, we're winning. No, we're losing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're winning. Oh, no, we're losing. Yeah, I kind of feel like it does need something to change. If you're wondering why it took me so long to build, look, all the Theros decks, they need redeeming. So let's have a look. Aura, let's see. Aura Lifelink is one that we want. See, the only one you really got is Sentinel's Mark and the Splash for Staggering Insight, which is a thing. I do want to play around with that at some point. I don't know what I'd want to do with it though, because a lot of the good Boggle creatures are in green, not in blue or white. You do have these Karametra's Blessings and whatnot. I don't know. We'll play with Margo and see what happens. Can we make a wheel for the jank decks? I don't know what you mean. Curator's Ward. I'll do it. So when are we going to play a deck that really loses? Oh, you want a deck that really loses? Because I have some lined up. I have some actual turbo garbage. You mean Simiris decks? Yes, of course. He submitted a few. Pick one of your decks that'll lose. You never know. Arctic Meebo. Yep, Sneeper. So what did we say we were at this point? We were 3-2 with this deck. It's not bad. I think there's room for improvement with it for sure as well. Alright, so there's Paradise Druid. We've got the Sentinel's Eyes to give it vigilance, so it's hexproof permanently. We got a land drop as well. So we got Sentinel's Eyes. And I guess we'll do all the glitters. Game for 5. 3 more turns to go. Oh, an RNG thing. I see. Alright, there's protection. So, Sentinel's Eyes. Setters in Training. Draw a card. And get swinging. It's GG again. Yeah, I think it might be. I think that might be all it takes. Alright. We don't waste time on this channel. You think Ritual of Soot? Indestructible, my friend. And hexproof. Alright. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're literally, we are immortal. That's all you need to know. We'll go one more, because that was super quick. So we're now 4-2, I believe. Yeah, they were definitely hoping to interact. I thought they were going to be like a tempo list, because that's definitely one of the nightmarish decks that I expect to see today, is probably like mono-blue tempo, or blue-red tempo, blue-green tempo, that kind of thing. Can we play a deck that really loses after this match? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got a good deck for you. This one doesn't really do anything. And it scares me. Let's take them all. Alright, this does things. And it impresses me. We'll go with Paradise Druid into the trash. So it was Lily's Triumph, Playcrafter, or Bust. Would anything else do? With Hexproof, Indestructible, and a huge booty. It's a tough question. No, not really. I think it's literally just edicts. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's go with Forest. Alright, slow start, but we should be getting there. If we got the Shadow Spear against the Boros deck, then we'll have the tempo we need. Swiftblade Vindicator. I've got a Swiftblade Vindicator deck lined up for today. Plains. God, I love Bogles. It's so good. Paradise Druid. Land go. Oh, yeah. Look at him. Oh God. oh no. Oh, that thing is beautiful. Oh, you can make him regret his life choices. Oh. Shouldn't have eaten that curry, he says. Oh. I regret that so much. As you should. Let's go grab another forest. Another plain, sorry. Okay. Sky Knight Vanguards. Annoying, but we have Trample. Citizen Training. Alright, so I guess we're just going to be equipping... Or do we go with Citizen Champion here? So we have card draw. We're in no real rush, are we? Let's do it. It's honestly like the most foul creature that I ever regret not buying. I honestly, I was so torn on buying this thing because it's so hideous. I do love buying hideous things. Scries to the top. Alright. And getting in with the Vanguard? Could get in with both, yeah, because I'm not likely to block with the champion. You'd be right in assuming I'm not going to block with the champion. I'm just going to make him huge massive while pumping up my Paradise Druid. The dragon is psychological warfare against the opponent. I like it. Ooh, Phalanx Tactics. Nice. It's a lot of damage. And a Defiant Strike. Opponent playing Feather. It's 8, 10, 12. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, Sentinel's Eyes, Paradise Druid. Need a good draw here. Forest, not quite the good draw we were looking for. I guess we're Shadow Spearing and leaving open Karamitra's Blessing. Since we're gaining 4 life here up to 10, we shouldn't die in the air. And we should be able to block with our Paradise Druid and not have to worry about it, since we got the Indestructible. And we gain life off the attack, so... As Feather, God's Willing would be upsetting then. But we'd get over it. Feather deck doesn't have good removal at the moment. They used to have Reckless Rage, which dealt 4 damage and 2 to a creature, but they do not have anything of that sort anymore. I almost built Feather for the day, actually, because of Phalanx Tactics. I thought this was a pretty cool card for a Feather deck. No new brews from our opponents so far. We've had a variant on Giants, which obviously we've played it before, so it's not technically a new brew, but... I mean, they're gonna pump, right? And then I'm just gonna Blessing and gain loads of life. Seems like a fine trade-off. It was a bluff. And Feather has technically been dead for a very long time, so you could call that a little bit new. All right, champion, grow large. Bronzehide Lion. Oh my God, JS Holland.
Super Jank Party.
Hype. Thank you very much, my friend, for the subscription. Can we get some squee hype for our returning member? Appreciate it. All right. Pump it up. Gotta pump it up. Could have even put this on Citizen Champion since he doubles his counters, but this is fine. Can I actually attack this too? I could Karamitra's Blessing and get away with it. They're going to God's Willing likely, though. I think we pass. Yeah, she can protect herself. 'Tis true. We can defend ourselves on the attack, though. We can go later. Might be a bit conservative, I'm not sure. But I don't see us really dying in the air. Necessarily. Banishing Light. Yeah, so if it's an enchanted creature or an enchantment creature, it gains hexproof and indestructible. So we're going to lose our champion. Glad I didn't put the Hydra thing on it necessarily, although we could have blessinged it, I guess. All right, yeah, we're gonna soup up now. So what have we got equipped to Paradise Druid right now? Sentinel's Eyes. We need like all the glitters. That's gonna be the one. Opponent passes. Hell yeah. My turn. Double the counters, please. They don't have long, and I got a lot of time. All right, so let's draw a card from the training. Draw a card. Favored of Aroas, not ideal. Don't really care for the other +1/+1 here necessarily. It's not the worst, but yeah, I guess we might as well shove it on. Let's do it. So we get to swing in. If they've got God's Willing, then we're going to be trampling through for life gain. If they multi-block, then we've got a very big blowout here. The Boggle intensifies. It's a reverse 69. This is when you've 69'd, but you've not really, I don't know, enjoyed your friend's company. So you've turned away from each other at the end of a rough night. Alright, yeah, we're getting the super block. That's what I like to see. I imagine the Swiftblade Vindicator is going to be the last one to get God's Willing, so we'll put it out at the bottom. Defiant Strike. Okay. And that it? Mine gets +2/+2. And indestructible. So none of my stuff's dying, so you're going to need that God's Willing. There it is. Sounds old school ice stop. Absolutely I do. Alright, an 11/8 Trampler. On your way, son. $22. Works for me. We could get the Favored of Aroas down. I think we're just going to go with Paradise Druid, though. There we go. Pass the turn. Not really the large creature we were looking for. But being on 22 right now doesn't really scare me all that much. Alright, what you got? You can't touch my 69. Yeah, they're just passing. That's what we like to see. Double my counters, please. Goodbye, 69. We got an 11-8. That's not a very good card at all. Alright, let's just play our boys out. Chances our opponent can deal with a Paradise Druid at 8 toughness. Probably not that low. So we'll just pass it up and we'll wait until our counters double again. Which should seal the deal. Because that double striker only needs to get to 4 toughness and they've already got the 1 there. Card draw. Don't know what these are. Could be Phalanx Tactics. Need to start playing my deck so you get paired against the pros and Ali. Yeah, every time we play a bad deck, all the pros that I slightly admire start showing up. It's an interesting one. When you're like, I want to show off my gaming prowess, and I'm running Hyper Turbo Jank. Like, god dang it! The thing is, as well, we've played against Ali twice, and both times we've been 1 turn away from beating each other, and then Ali's always got it. I think he played... The first time we played against him, it was Nexus. The second time, I think it was a Golos deck. Something like that. It was the right tilt. Yeah, we played against Huey first today. We actually beat him. He beat me last streamer event. He was playing Gruul. Alright, can they 12 my Paradise Druids? That's what we want to know. Let's test them. I don't know if they can 12 me. Why didn't the opponent swing? Because I gain 15 life off the Vindicator if they attack. It is true, I am in no rush. Could be a mistake. Feels weird not getting him with a 15-12 though. But maybe. I don't want to slow roll my opponents. I'm actually feeling like the pressure of going up against another streamer here. Where it's like, I kind of really want to be, you know, respectful of my opponent by not just passing constantly. So maybe that's a mistake. We'll see. God's Willing, Swiftblade Vindicator. Oh, Phalanx Tactics. Yeah. Yeah, they got it. Alright. Well, we got some Sentinel's Eyes under here we can equip on some stuff. Well then. Oh, they're at -2. Never mind. They're dead. Math. Miss Lethal? You wanna... you wanna recalculate that battle cry? Totally calculated and intentional, exactly. There we go. Math is for blockers. Precisely, Dragon. Dragon knows. I just set up the attacks. This deck's pretty sweet. I like it. It's very, I don't know. I kind of like this one for grinding dailies, because you can just do something else while just playing whatever you want. It could have been lethaler. This is true. This is true. I do like lethaler from time to time.